Hello and welcome to this edition of Business Spotlight. My name is Reza Kodudus from Action Coach, and I'm delighted to be joined today by Lindi, the CEO of Explode Social Media. Hi, Lindi.
Hello.
Hi, Lindi. Thanks for taking the time off your busy schedule and coming and joining us. Please tell us a little bit more about yourself and your business.
So my name is Lindi Mngaza, and I am sole owner and founder and director of a business called Explode Social Media. We're probably one of the most disruptive social media marketing businesses in the UK, and we work with a varying array of brands to manage TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and essentially what we do is we create content, we do ads, we do photo shoots, we do influencer work where we send influencers to stay at hotels and eat in restaurants to build their profile. We do very clever analytics and targeted marketing through the social media platforms that are available, and we do sort of B2B stuff as well on LinkedIn. So anything social media related, we do it.
Okay, perfect. And you've been going for a number of years.
Yes.
You have a team as well with you. Great. So, Lindi, what actually inspired you to start your own business? How do you?
So for years I did celebrity magazine sales. So I sold on Lorraine Kelly and Tess Daly's magazines for 10 years. And about 10 years ago, people stopped buying magazines. So it made a very smart decision to move into digital. It was measurable. I could get my clients better results. And it just took off from there, really. I am really invested in working with clients who want to get real results, who are invested in being a disruptor and growing fast. So for me, making sure I have a medium that works really well, and digital marketing is that, because it's measurable, it's quick, it's fast, delivers. So I sidestepped into social media following working in the magazine business.
Okay, amazing. And I know starting a business is never easy, and many entrepreneurs face various challenges. Mm-hmm. What were your challenges when you first started?
Sorry, can you repeat that? I missed that question.
Did you have any challenges? Did you have any issues when you first started setting up your business? What were they?
So when I initially started out, I only had 3 staff. The challenge at the time was trying to get businesses to understand social media isn't going anywhere. We work with pretty decent sized clients, and we did from day one because they were clients of mine from the magazine days, but getting them to invest their marketing budget into social and take it off old mediums. I mean, doing press releases and putting them into print is pretty futile and pointless these days. Making sure that you're investing your budget in digital, trying to convince a marketing director 6 years ago was a lot harder than it is now. So I'd say that was a massive challenge. And then the other challenges are the same challenges that people have with business: employing people, cash flow, managing money. It's hugely important that as you grow, you keep your eyes on your invoice, making sure people are paying you on time and upfront. Yeah. The general day-to-day challenges that you have to be a lion to get over, and you just get it done, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's really important shares for anybody watching this. And was there a significant turning point when the switch happened, where people, your kind of prospects and client base were more open to switching to digital, and things started to go easier for you?
Couple of turning points, I'd say. First turning point, I did a really big podcast probably 3 or 4 years ago with the lady that started Not on the High Street, and that brought in an influx of clients. And then that allowed us to we were approached by people like Hammerson's and JLL, who own all the shopping centres around the UK. We worked with a lot of them. I think as you work with bigger clients and you do great work, you naturally get referrals into other big brands. So for us, it's about getting our profile out there. But then also when we're working for brands doing fabulous work that they grow quickly, they say, who does your social? You obviously get brands and people that want to keep you to themselves, but the word will get out there. So for us, it's promoting ourselves, doing our own socials well, and making sure that we do great work for our clients so they refer us, right?
Sure. And obviously that's contributed to your growth and taken you where you are right now. So I guess my next question is about how you kind of stay ahead of the curve. Because most industries tend to become very competitive after a little while, and digital media world might have not been the case a few years ago, but definitely more and more so. There are more players in the market. How do you differentiate yourself? How do you stay the curve?
No one's me. And that's the bottom line. I mean, we have access to the UK's leading celebrities and influencers. We've been working with them hand in hand now for 6 years. We'll get them at a much cheaper rate than anybody else. We've done campaigns with people from Rita Ora to Joe Wicks to your normal micro influencers. But also my team here, they're all millennials. They're social media babies. The people that get the algorithm. Massive agencies create content on social media that just doesn't work. They create this magazine looking, very curated content that doesn't perform. What we do is real life, real people. We're very lucky that big brands now are really interested in EDI policies. They want a social media grid that shows all the tapestry and different types of ethnic groups in the UK. So the stuff that we have the ability to do as an agency, nobody out there can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you touched on one of those elements, which is the group of people you've got working for you. And we know that's key in any business, but of course quite key in yours, the type of people that you hire, and how they kind of understand and can resonate with the target market and use the media in the right way. What is your approach to hiring those people? How do you approach your recruitment? Who do you look for?
Our office is based on Colmore in the business district in Birmingham. We've got beer taps, we've got game stations. I go into the unis every year and I do an X Factor competition with all the digital marketing students where we cherry pick the best people who make the best content. When I'm looking for people senior within my business, I look in the other agencies at people who are performing and we go out and we headhunt. For us to win, we need the best army. So for me, recruiting and making sure we have an office environment, everybody has their birthdays off. We have amazing summer parties. We have the most fun. We're called Explode because it's an explosive environment to work in. So making sure that we have a work environment that's happy, fun, and amazing, as well as giving staff amazing sort of things they can do, parties, fabulous office environment. You attract the best when you are the best. So I'd say that those are the two things that we do: go into the unis, great connections, X Factor competitions, and headhunt the best talent.
Sure. That's great. I can see the amount of energy you can bring, you bring to your office and get everyone involved. So you talked about how you do it and, the skills. Are there other things, attributes do you look for in employees? Are there anything else in specific outside of the skills?
I'd say that a lot of it is a gut instinct things. When you've been employing people for as long as I have, you know the questions to ask. You can look at the time they've been with a previous employer and you can see people who genuinely want to fight to be the best version of themselves they can be. I see business like a war. I'm going to war and I want the best army with me. So in an interview, I have a series of questions that are quick fire and I can, within 15 minutes, work out whether somebody is going to be the right person to be a soldier on my team or not,
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. And obviously you operate in a fast moving digital arena where technology changes all the time, platforms come in and go. Are there any emerging trends that exist in or you can see in your industry that could be disruptive and you're excited about? Are there anything that you'd like to share? Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, look, social media, every 3 months we're on TikTok genius calls. We're meeting with Meta because we need to stay ahead of the curve. I'd say that TikTok is probably the biggest opportunity for business at the moment. Loads of people, it's very competitive on Instagram for brands to stand out. And I would say TikTok has less regulations. It's like the wild, wild west at the moment. You can get on there and set up TikTok shop. You can grow a following really quickly. We're doing TikTok lives for clients, and we're making them 15 grand in an hour by selling products live on TikTok. So I would say that really, as an organization, you need to start thinking, and people think TikTok's about kids dancing. It's not. You know, we've got brands from clothing brands to drinks brands, to mentors who are all smashing TikTok at the moment. So whatever you do, it can work for you. And it's probably the biggest opportunity for you to get in front of your industry and ride the wave. If you look at the brands that got Instagram right first, they are powerhouses. So for me, I'd say TikTok Live, TikTok Shop, and TikTok in general is where it's at for smart, forward-thinking directors that don't want to get left behind.
So, and that's great advice for, you know, for the entrepreneurs out there who want to promote and grow their business. And so my final question is really about the future, what the future holds for you. Where do you see yourself? Where do you see the business in the next 3 to 5 years? Where would you like to take it?
We're very, I hear you. We're very selective about who we work with. I only want to work with MDs and directors who want to win. We're pretty medium-sized to small, agile organization. So we want to cherry pick great clients, keep working with them, delivering fabulous work, and just be really known for it, essentially. So keep going in the direction we're going and keep moving on up.
Great. Yeah, fantastic. So Lindi, thank you very much. I really appreciate your time today. I enjoyed obviously the advice and the journey that you went through, and also the energy that you bring to the table. I think that's really great. I wish you all the success, and it was a pleasure to meet you.
Absolute pleasure to meet you too. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lindi.